Ooh, ooh, it's gonna go over. It's gonna go over. It's gonna go over. Oh, all right. I fixed it. I think I fixed it. Anyway, let's turn it around. Look at me. All right, guys. This is the 644 Cranberry Berliner. It's carbonated. Light and delicious. All right, guys. Happy Homebrew Wednesday! Ow! All right. Time to make a craft beer video. Snap. Excuse me, burped. All right, so that is the Cranberry Berliner 644 yeast. It's been in the keg now for a while. Never really dried out as much as I want to. I'm not saying it's not dry. It's pretty dry. It's just it stopped at 1010. Bear Smith said it would probably go a little bit lower than that, but it didn't. So, and a little overcarbonated. I bottled some beers yesterday and sent out a few beer mails. Beer Fairy is out, so that's why the carbonation's off. My serving pressure's. I gotta check my serving pressure again, see what it's up to or where it's at or all that good stuff. So yeah, I got 2 Beer Fairy mails out yesterday. So those will be, see, the recipients will have it tomorrow. Then the other one will have it Thursday. So you'll have homebrew on Homebrew Wednesday. This is Tuesday night. Okay, so I need to brew again. I was thinking about maybe trying to brew this weekend. I've got everything I need to brew the black and blueberry IPA. My tongue was in my mouth, I could probably talk a little bit better. But anyway, I've got all the ingredients I need. But I really don't want to use my other fermenters. I want to use the brew buckets, just because this is gonna be another Imperial, and I got them. I want to use them. So anyway, did get a haircut, trimmed up this thing on my face. So anyway, yeah, the 644 double IPA. The keg is not too far away from being gone. The blueberry lager is not really that far away from being gone. Yeah, so this is the fullest keg that I have is the Berliner. If it was lawnmower season, I would say it'd be close to being gone, because that is a light one. 3%, whopping 3%. It's huge. So, in the mail I got this week is this. This is the Stage 3 filtration system from NorCal Brewing, right? This goes under your false bottom in your keggle, your 15-inch hinged false bottom in your keggle. Dip tube goes through here, so it sits on the bottom. It does 2 things. It filters. It's got 2 layers of filtration, this outside ring, then this inside ring. So the grains can't get in here, past here. If they do, they can't. It's hard to get past here. But anyway, you guys get the gist. But it supports heavy mash loads. So I'm going to go ahead and use this. I had to grind my false bottoms. I made mine, and they're not quite 15 inches, right? So that means that this height is a little bit too tall. So I had to grind some of it off. So I used I've got a belt sander. So I took it off. So I'm about where I need to be. I might take a little bit more off of it, but it doesn't need much, and I had to open up the ID a little bit. It comes with a 1/2-inch hole for a 1/2-inch dip tube, but my 1/2-inch dip tubes have the extensions on them, so it's a collet to actually solder 2 1/2-inch pieces together. So the one that comes in is too small, so I had to open it up. Not a big deal. Got that done. So yeah, this is ready to go. So yeah, when I do brew, it won't be this weekend. It'll probably be weekend following if I don't have anything going on that weekend. The wife's going to owe me because she's going to be in Chicago starting Monday evening. And she'll be back Thursday afternoon. So I'll get a little time off for bad behavior, I guess. So that's that. Really? Oh, I got my keg expanded. Well, it was watertight to begin with. I wasn't sure if it was still swollen from the last time. It actually had bourbon in it. So what I did I heated up 3 gallons of water in my hot liquor tank in the garage. Then just dumped majority of that in there through tube, right? So just dumped it from the keg through a silicone tube. So shook it around, all that good stuff. Everything's fine. It was swole, like I just got out of the gym, all swole up. So everything's fine. So I got two handles of really expensive bourbon I've got sitting in there now. So just to try to add in some bourbon flavor and also sanitation purposes, because make me feel better. Did I need it? Probably not. The barrel smells pretty good. It's a lot of like vanilla kind of, but you know how bourbon smells. But yeah, that's it. So yeah, this weekend, those two dudes are gonna go into that. I got to find a container to store the 1 gallon, roughly 1 gallon of beer that I'm gonna have left. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I need to go to the Walmarts or to Meijer or something like that and see if I can find like a 1 gallon vessel somewhere, and just purge the oxygen off the top of it and put a lid on it and be done with it. But we'll see what happens. Maybe I've got some large mason jars I can use. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, those two dudes are going in that barrel. Top off that barrel and let it sit for maybe 6 months. Let it go for 6 months and try it for 3 months after that. And if I could talk, I'll probably let it go for 3 months. Taste it, then we'll see what happens for that point. If it's good, or if I think it needs more time, then let it go for another month or two. Try it monthly. We'll go from there, right? That was probably a little easier to understand than my other ramblings. So yeah, that's where I'm at. Pretty exciting stuff, right? Nope. Okay, I'm gonna sign off. Cheers. All right, guys. Peace. One thing I forgot to mention, I took a gravity sample of the brown. I only took a gravity sample out of one fermenter. And yeah, the gravity was down to 1020, which it should be lower than that. So given that's only been a week in primary, so we'll see what happens. But kind of disappointed in that. Went from 1075 down to 1020. Should be lower. I'm not expecting it to be down to 1010 by any means, but anyway, I thought I'd throw that in there. All right, guys.